Welcome to another soap video. This is the fourth in my launch and we're doing coconut and vanilla scented soap. This is a favourite of mine from years ago and it sort of reminds me of going into bath and body shops in the 80s when I was a kid. It's that really sweet, slightly floral, musky kind of vanilla coconut scent that I think everyone should remember and really love. So let's get to making. So here's my oils and I'm adding my kaolin clay for a nice creamy bar, and then we'll stick blend to make sure that's all incorporated. Once we've done that, we can add our lye water solution, which I've included sugar and citric so that we get lots of bubbles and we don't get soap scum. And then we're just going to take that to a light to medium trace because we've got a few more things to add and we'll be mixing a little bit more later. Then I have my coconut and vanilla fragrance oil, which I'm going to add in, and this will discolour a little bit because it has vanillin in it, which means that we'd get sort of like a light tan colour. To counter this, I'm going to use some colours. So I'm going to pour off some for my base. This is going to look like a sort of coconut shell base. So to give it a bit of texture, I'm going to add some bronze mica and then some jojoba seed powder and mix those together. We'll pour this straight into the base because we want it to set up nicely so that the next layer can go on top. This is a slightly accelerating fragrance, so we need to work a bit quick now, but if I keep stirring it then it helps to keep it fluid for a bit longer. We're going to add titanium dioxide into both, but we're adding more to the main batch than we are to the other because I want to keep a slightly yellow tinge to it, but not too much, and I just want to counteract that tanning effect that you get from the vanillin. So we'll mix those up and then pour this one into this one. You won't see much difference at the moment, but it'll become apparent later. And then we'll just do an in the pot swirl and pour this straight onto the other layer. It's thick enough and the bottom's set up enough that it's not going to break through. And then we're just going to smooth that off and then texture the top. And then just to give sort of like a coconut shell texture on the top, I'm adding some more jojoba seeds because I like the way that looks. Just clean down my mould, spray with isopropyl alcohol, and we'll leave this for 18 to 24 hours and come back tomorrow. And here is the finished bar, and as you can see, it's come out quite nicely. We've got a few air bubbles where it was setting up on me quite a lot, but it just adds to the character of the bar. I like my bars to be a little bit more rustic and, you know, it adds to the handmade nature. And you can see the swirl here, there's some slightly more white and some slightly more neutral colour. It just gives it a bit more texture than if it was just plain block white. So I'm really pleased with how these came out. If you want to grab one of these, they will be available in my launch on Friday the 30th of August 2024, 5 PM UK time or 12 noon EST, and I only have a limited amount, as you can see, of each one, so if you want one you'll need to be online straight away to grab one to make sure that you're the first in line. And thank you very much for watching these videos. I hope you like the range that I'm making. I'm very excited to share it with you. Thank you to everyone that signed up on Patreon. I don't have my exact formulas for these soaps, but I do have other soap formulas there if you want those, and I'll see you in the next video.